Business School, and I hope you guys are doing well. I'm feeling good today. I'm in ATL. I got one more day in ATL, Shawty, and it's been really, really cool. And everybody here is so nice. I love this place, and it's just it's dope as hell. I want to, I guess, jump into the conversation so you can kind of know the gist of it, and then I'll kind of flesh it out, right? Because you got those Negroes with low attention spans that literally need you to like tell them everything in the first 30 seconds. So the first 30 seconds, I'm gonna break this down for you real quick, and then we're gonna break it out and flesh it out in the Dr. Boyce way, because you know I like to do the Dr. Boyce breakdown on stuff. Because the reason that you don't understand, the reason that we can't have wokeness in our community is because y'all motherfuckers don't read the fine print, right? If you don't read the fine print on what is going on and what's happening around you, then you're going to miss everything. You're going to miss everything. So here's the basic story, and then all the Negroes with short attention span can like walk away and leave, go to another channel. Here's the deal. So Janelle Monae, who is a singer, she's out of KCK or KC one of the two. I'm sure somebody's going to correct me on that because I got folks in KCK and KC and they make sure you always know the difference. But anyway, but she comes out of that area. She's a very talented young lady. She's really had a great career and really doing a great job with a lot of things. And anyway, she basically mentioned some stuff about Popeye's chicken. She called out folks for this this Popeye's chicken thing, and basically was saying that she thinks people should put more energy into things that matter than all the backflipping we saw Negroes doing over a damn bucket of chicken. Damn Canadian company puts out some old greasy ass poison, and y'all motherfuckers go crazy. And then you wonder why your whole neighborhoods, why all your communities are all jacked up, why your kids ain't got no financial literacy. Half the kids can't read, but they can read Popeyes. They can all read the word Popeyes. Or you got kids that can't multiply 3 times 12, but they can spell the word Gucci. You know how long it took me to spell the word Gucci? I would have spelled it Guchi because I didn't buy Gucci. In my household, when I was growing up, my mama didn't talk about Gucci. My mom wasn't trying to get me to go buy the Louis Vuitton. I still can't spell Louis Vuitton. But I can count money, and I can tell you that the Louis Vuitton owner, the founder of Louis Vuitton, who does not live in your hood, who lives out in Europe, is now worth over $100 billion. He's the third human being on the planet to be worth over $100 billion. Why? Well, because black people keep giving him free promo. Y'all put him all up in your videos. Yeah, he is your white Jesus, among others, and that's why you end up losing. So all the short attention span Negroes, please leave. Please go away. And those who want me to dig deeper, just say dig deep. Just say dig. Give me the go ahead to dig deep. Say dig deep, boys. Dig deep, Dr. Boyce. Whatever you want to say. Dig deep, and I'm gonna dig deep on this for you. I'm gonna break this down because I'm not a kid, and I can see a lot of things that happen in between the lines. Also, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please hit the thumbs up button. Also, shout out your city, especially those who might be in Atlanta. Atlanta's where I'm at. Y'all can see Atlanta in the background, the skyline. It's been a really emotional time here because my grandmother, I don't know if y'all can see it, but y'all can't really see it because it's small, but Emory Hospital is behind me. And Emory Hospital is where my grandmother died. And today was a super emotional day because Alicia, who is apparently deciding she wants to put me in her personal torture chamber, has me training for a marathon. Dr. Alicia, the beautiful black woman that's right next to me. Shout out to all the black women out there. A shout out to all the brothers who love a black woman. If you love a black woman, say, I love black women. If you love black women, just say it in the chat, please, because we got to reaffirm that as much as we can. But anyway, so that beautiful black woman who I would literally run to the ends of the earth for had me running 18 miles today. We did not do the whole 18. We did 12 and a half, which was literally so painful that my legs were about to fall off. And I decided I looked up my grandmother's grave, and I found out where she was buried. So I went out and I ran 6 miles to her grave, and then another 6 miles back, and it made me cry. I felt like she was with me. In fact, just yesterday in our investment seminar, we named our Black Business School Panther. We named her after my grandmother because I was thinking about a name. We were coming with names like David and Leo and all this stuff. And somebody said, well, it could be a woman. I said, damn, that's right. I'm such a sexist. What's wrong with me? And so I said, Felicia, my grandmother, Felicia, let's call her Felicia. And everybody's like, yeah, let's call her Felicia. Because my grandmother's the first one to taught me financial literacy. She's responsible for the reason I'm talking to you right now. So that's a great way to keep her alive, right? So now our Black Business School Panther logo is named Felicia. If you want to join the Black Business School, which I hope that you will, don't forget that you can join for free. All the Negroes out here that think that it's all about the money, it ain't about the money for us. We have to make money now. Black businesses got to make money, right? Y'all ain't asking white folks to give you free shit. So stop. Don't ask us to do things for free. But if your money's tight and your money ain't right, that's okay. Still come by. We give you free things that are better than anything you got in college. Some of y'all still sitting under $50,000 in debt because you went to a white university where they spit on you, treated you like crap, and you gave them all your money. But then you get black people to come along that say, I love you, I want to help you. And y'all like, that nigga charging me $20. I don't care. Hey, the hell with him. He a scam artist. You scamming me, nigga. Right? Like that Uncle Ruckus shit. We put that to the side and we educate you. And it's real PhDs, real lawyers, real business people. I'm talking about real PhDs, not the fake PhDs. Got a lot of those. My PhD's real. You can look it up. You can go read my dissertation from The Ohio State University. I was the only African-American on the planet to get a PhD in finance during the year 2002. That is a fact. You can go look that up. I can confirm that it is true. So anyway, if you want to learn wealth, go to theblackbusinessschool.com. That's where we get it done. We have 80,000 students, so we're doing the damn thing. We're doing it very well. So let's move on. Hit the thumbs up button. So let's talk about Janelle Monae a little bit. Now that we've got the short attention span Negroes out of the building, I'm going to talk to the intelligent black people so we can kind of break this thing down. Here's the deal. All right, so Janelle Monae got basically bitch slapped by Black Twitter. Black Twitter just went in on her after she made a little tweet about the Popeyes chicken thing. The tweet was, she said that perhaps we put voting booths at every Popeyes location, ? While we wait on that sammich, you can register and vote. And then she put at Popeyes, holla, right? So people got mad. People came back. They came back hard. Somebody wrote, let me see here. Let's see, I'm looking at some of the counter tweets. I can't find the counter tweets. A lot of people that went hard on her. There was, let me see here. I just think it's funny how rich black people want the privilege of frivolity, but will literally shame poor black people for so much as daring to eat before fixing any and all oppressions of the world. Y'all become more like these white folks. You beg for acceptance daily. Let me see here. John Legend came back and said Popeyes would kill for the lines like the ones outside black polling stations. 1, black people vote. 2, we would vote even more if people like the Georgia governor didn't intentionally limit poll access in ways that create these ridiculous lines. Okay, I like John Legend, but one area John Legend and I would probably not get along is I'm just sick and tired of us waiting for white people to become polite and giving us opportunities. Because you know, I'll talk about this in a second, but here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. All right, so let me tell you what happened. All right, so I'm running through the hood. I had to run through the hood to get to my grandma's grave. I ran through West Atlanta, and I admit I didn't really know West Atlanta was the hood. I was just trying to get to my grandma. That's all I cared about. She could have lived in Bel Air for all I care. I was looking for grandma, right? Well, I'm running through the hood, and all the way through, I'm running into black people who know me, right? Because Atlanta was one of my cities. I got guys everywhere. I got women, you know, everywhere. Not like that. Not women everywhere, but women that love me. Black women that really love black men. That love strong black men, and I love them too. And so I'm running with Dr. Alicia right by my side. So this beautiful black woman's with me, and I see a brother, and he says, "Oh, Doc, you really are running through West Atlanta, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am. Is that an issue?" And he's like, "Oh," he didn't really say much. I was just like, "Am I being brave today?" And I didn't know it. Like, is there something I should know about, right? So I figured out what he was talking about, right? So I'm running through, and still, you know, every couple miles we still see somebody be like, "Hey, Dr. Boyce, what's going on?" And by the way, when y'all see me and y'all holler like that, it really does actually give me more energy. I appreciate that very much. So I'm running through the hood of West Atlanta. Let me tell you what I saw. This goes back to Janelle Monae. This is why I'm not bringing this up for no reason. I was seeing all the signs that you're in a hood. Type in the chat things that you see in a neighborhood when you know you in the hood. Like when you know you're in a poor black neighborhood. What are things you see consistently? Let's see. I saw a lot of abandoned buildings. I saw burned down buildings. I saw liquor stores. I saw check cashing places. There we go. That's good. I saw lots of churches. The churches were the nicest buildings on the fucking block. Like, I'm sitting here like, what the hell? What's wrong with you? Why you got a castle in the middle of a war zone? How you got crackheads and hookers on your left and your right and burned down buildings, and your church literally looks like Like if I walk in your church, I'll be in heaven. Like it looks like something that the Pope ordained and put $1 billion into. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How dare you? Like, what's wrong with you? So anyway, I'm going through the hood and I'm seeing all these signs of hood stuff, pawn shops. Yep, I saw some of those abortion clinics. I didn't see an abortion clinic, but I saw grocery stores that really weren't grocery stores. You know what I'm talking about? Where they got everything had chains on it, and bars on it. The stores I went to, I stopped at the store to get some Gatorade. Of course, it wasn't black owned. There's some guy who barely spoke English, who really has no respect for black people, taking black people's money now, right? Like that's what I'm seeing, in the hood, right? And then it was really not hilarious, but ironic. Is I'm walking past this really torn down apartment building where you're kind of like, wow, like people have to live in a place like this, and it was fascinating because in the backyard there were like really nice cars and satellite dishes on every single door. Like everybody had DirecTV. I don't know what program DirecTV got from the hood for the hood, but it was fascinating, right? So I'm looking at these hoods, right? And here's what my thoughts were. My thoughts were that, this is not what we call in finance, we refer to this as idiosyncratic. Idiosyncratic is something that's like a one-off, like a one-time thing. Like, like for example, a mother killing her child is a one-off. Like that's idiosyncratic. That doesn't happen on a regular basis. That's not something that happens broadly. Now, the contrast to idiosyncratic events are systematic events. Systematic factors are things that happen consistently everywhere, all the time, every day. Right? Yep, I saw nail salons and hair places too. Lots of hair places, lots of places that sold weaves and stuff. So the reason I knew this was systematic is because when Alicia and I had trained for the marathon, we've run through a lot of different cities. We've run through LA, we've run through, last week I was in Inglewood, we've run through hoods in New York, we've run through hoods in Philadelphia, I've been to hoods in Baltimore, and it's very consistent, very, very, very consistent. The fact that I asked you, like, what are the signs that you're in the hood? The fact that you knew that, to answer that question just like that, says that there is a systematic problem here, right? And then I thought, where are the politicians at that are supposed to be helping with this? I'm looking at an old abandoned apartment building. I'm thinking, it wouldn't take that much money to just fix that place up a little bit. Like it wouldn't take that much money to fix that place up a little bit. And then I was seeing other things that really pissed me off. Like the only time I saw white people or Hispanic people was when they were there with jobs to do construction in our neighborhoods. They're there, building stuff in our neighborhoods, and the black men are on the corner drink with a liquor bottle in their hand or just with nothing to do. And the white folks come in for the day so they can make their money and bounce. And so the point is that everybody goes to the black community to make their money and bounce, right? It's partly their fault, but it's more so your fault because you allow it to happen. You don't get offended by this. You want to be friends with everybody, so everybody comes up and they just grab you by your ass and treat you like you're a $2 hoe. Like you get no respect because you want to be friends with everybody. And so this circles back to Janelle Monae's comment about voting. First off, there's nothing wrong with what Janelle said. I think the apology was bullshit. I don't think that she wanted to apologize. I think that Janelle unfortunately, she's trapped by her circumstances. She's mainstream, so when you're mainstream, you have to check the boxes on all these various political issues that you have to go along with. The reason I never want to be mainstream is because I never want to have to be politically correct. I want to be my stream so that I can just be focused on being correct, not worry about being politically correct. I'm not here to tell you what is trendy. I'm here to tell you what is true. So Janelle Monae is not in that space. Janelle Monae is not in a space where she can tell the truth. Janelle Monae is in a space where there is a set of check boxes you have to hit to fit in with the liberal agenda, or for some people might be the conservative agenda, right? If she was a country music singer, maybe she'd have to be a Trump supporter. Who knows? But so I believe that the apology is bullshit. I think that this idea that she's chicken shaming black people is ridiculous. I think that they're intelligence shaming her. You're getting mad at her. The reason you ain't woke, the reason so many people in your community are asleep is because you get pissed off when somebody wakes you up. Think about it. When I was a kid and I would be sleeping good, anybody go through that when you were a kid and you're in high school and you sleeping good and your mama comes and wakes you up, says, come on, get up, boy, it's time for school. Get up, girl, right? What's the first thing you do? You get pissed. You get pissed off. You're like, I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming about Beyonce. Like, come on, mama, stop, right? You get mad. right? So Janelle Monae was stating the obvious and waking black people up to the fact that this Canadian-owned company played y'all like a bunch of suckers and got y'all doing backflips over some white man's chicken when y'all got 1,000 black businesses that make chicken far better than Popeyes ever can. You got 1,000 black-owned businesses out here making chicken every day. Can't barely get people to pay attention to what they're doing, but y'all go and act bananas when a damn Canadian company comes in and sucks up your dollar bills like it ain't nothing. Seriously, I got that made me so mad. I thought about that. I was thinking about Drake, the rapper. Drake, I know it's not disrespecting Drake, and I know people get like, you hating, Doc, man, you hating. No, I'm not hating. I'm telling the truth. So if you think I'm hating, then shut up. Just go away. But seriously, I was like, this man went out and bought a $187 million jet, a $187 million jet, and he got his money. Y'all know how he got his money. He got his money by making that repetitive music that he makes. You know, some people like it. You know, it's fine. Like whatever, I don't care. And but the music comes from who? Who came up with that art form? That's an African American art form. So you use an African American art form to buy yourself a $187 million jet so you can fly it around Canada or around the world, wherever. And the first thing he said in that quote was, he said, "I'm really happy to support Canadian companies." What? What? Wait. What? You're doing this because you want to support Canadian? Did the Canadians invent hip hop? Somebody tell me, what was hip hop invented? It was hip hop invented in? I thought it was invented in the South Bronx, but maybe was it invented in Ontario, Canada? Did they in Toronto? Did they in the 1970s? Did they come up with hip hop and breakdancing and rapping and MCing and all that? Did DJ Kool Herc come out of like British Columbia? Like, am I wrong? Did I make a mistake? Are my facts incorrect? So you're telling me that you're like, I'm proud to buy Canadian or whatever. So basically what's happening is you got people in here just going in your communities, grabbing a bag and bouncing. If you are exporting your money out of your communities and giving it to other people, then why would you be in the least bit surprised when your community has no money? Like, I have a thing full of strawberries, and let's do an experiment. Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strawberries. Okay. Now watch this. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I poured all the strawberries out on the floor. I just threw them all away. What the fuck? I ain't got no strawberries. Alicia, get in here. Get in here. What's going on? This is terrible, man. I'm oppressed. I'm up here, everybody else eating good. I ain't got no strawberries, man. I'm hungry. Everybody got strawberries but me. I don't even know why. I need a job. I need somebody. Y'all need to care about our community. Black Lives Matter. We don't got no food in here. And and I don't know what happened. I just wanted to eat like everybody else, and I applied for the job, and they were giving away strawberries, and they told me they was gonna give me strawberries and reparations, and I never got anything, and it's just not fair. It's not fair. God darn it, it ain't fair. That's what it is. It isn't fair. That's what y'all sound like when you sit around talking about black people being broke and you complain about it. And you whine, and then you scream, "Black Lives Matter, hands up, don't shoot," which is about the most pussy ass thing I've ever heard, by the way. Just hands up, don't shoot. Hands up, don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. White man, you've been shooting me for 400 years, but I'm hoping that you'll stop this week. Right? Like, it's just like, I mean, really, y'all need to just kind of know what's what. Y'all know me. I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. Half the shit that y'all been trained to say is stupid. Half the stuff we've been trained to say as a people don't make no damn sense. So what happened? What did I just show you with this very basic experiment? That if I give away what is in my possession, then I won't have anything left. If you have black dollars coming into your hood every day, you have black dollars in your community that come in every day, because black people work hard. They might be working for massa, but they're the best employees around, right? And we let that money go and don't think about where we're giving it away to. So the fundamental fact, Finance 101, you don't need a PhD to understand this, is that if you give your money away, you will have no money left. right? So understand that. Maybe somebody repeat some of that in the chat. Don't give it away, or you'll have nothing left. Right? Are we clear? Just give me a yes or no if you get what I'm saying. Are you clear on this basic idea that if you give it away, you won't have anything left? And so one of your biggest problems is this. If black people were a country, we would have a higher GDP than 90% of the countries on this planet. We'd be number 15th in the world, ahead of Mexico. Ahead of Mexico. In Mexico, they build their own. In Mexico, they got factories. They have all kinds of businesses. They have a whole government structure. They have all different kinds of things that they fund and that they are able to pay for. So if they can build their own, then you can build your own too. Stop pretending like $1.3 trillion is not a lot of money. $1.3 trillion is enough to probably buy the Dallas Cowboys 400 times or something. I don't know. I got to do the math. So anyway, let me keep going. Let's keep moving. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the share button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also, by the way, you guys know I don't just talk and teach. I also believe in action. And this is free action. Again, there are things you can do in the Black Business School for a small fee, which doesn't cost you more than a Popeyes chicken sandwich, but we change your life. If anybody's been in there and you've done something with us that's changed your life, please say it in the chat. Say it changed my life, or I've changed. Let people know, because we need people to know this. But in case your money's not right, you can learn to buy your first share of stock by going to blackmoney100.com. Sign up at blackmoney100.com, and I will give you a free training on how to buy your first share of stock so you can be an investor, so that you can then join the Black Financial Channel, which I do every day. And then I can talk about stocks, and you'll know because you'll be invested. Okay, so let's keep going. Here's the other thing about Janelle Monae's comment. So Janelle was basically saying something that anybody would say. It wasn't a complex idea that she laid out there. It wasn't controversial. It was only made controversial in a world where people keep black people crippled by denying black people the access to true accountability, right? We keep black people crippled by convincing black people that the only way your life will get better is if white people change their behavior. Listen to the language. Most of the language is black people do this because of government policy. Black people do that because of Donald Trump. Black people do that because white people won't stop, blah, 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 blah. Well, so you need to tell me, 400 years since slavery started, at what point have white people started really caring about your community? At what point are a group of well-intended white people going to go into West Atlanta or any other hood across America, West Atlanta, where I was running today, and say, we're going to fix up our community and we're going to make it great again, and black people are going to be in an elevated position. We're going to help out all these black men on the corner, help them get jobs. We're going to create nice buildings for them. We're going to make sure these people do well, and we want nothing for it. Y'all tell me yes or no, yes or no. Do you think there'll ever be a day where white people will come along and make your community better? Right. There will not be a day where that's going to happen. So given that there is no day that that's going to happen, why are you waiting for something that will never exist? Why do you deny yourself the ability to act on your issues right now? Because you're waiting on something that is never going to happen. That does not make sense. That does not compute. But the reason it seems like it makes sense is because if people keep feeding you bullshit long enough, if they keep saying the same lie over and over again, people start to think it's true. You start to really think that we all in this thing together, and that everybody's going to come along and they're going to save you and they're going to help you out. Well, I just went through West Atlanta, which I'm sure, like I said, it probably looks like West Baltimore and a lot of other places. And, ain't nobody come to save those people. The white politicians are not saving those people. The black politicians are not saving those people. A lot of those buildings could be fixed with just a couple of millionaires just going in and committing themselves to those. I was jogging the leash. I said, I could buy that plot of land and just put a nice building there. Like, maybe when we raise some money in the Black Business School, we can put a Black Business School right here. I'm sure the land doesn't cost a lot of money. Maybe we can look into that, right? Like, and I'm sitting there thinking, and I don't have nearly the resources that these people have. I don't have. Jay-Z has $1 billion. The government has trillions of dollars, and so this goes back to the point about voting. Like, I need y'all to tell me. Once again, I have Exhibit A. I went through West Atlanta, which is burned down, tore down, ripped to pieces, ripped to shreds. It just ain't what it should be. It ain't what it should be. And I'm sitting there asking yourself this. I'm asking you this. We've been voting for the same people for as long as we can vote. We've been as reliable as the day is long. We have been consistent as fuck. Y'all tell me, at what point did those people go in there and really make it worth the while of the people in West Atlanta to pick to show up at the polls? Show me in Baltimore, the city that Trump said was infested, which also Elijah Cummings said was infested. Tell me where at some point all that voting came in and fixed that community. Tell me, I was in Compton and Inglewood last week. They have so many things that they could do if they had the resources. So many wonderful people with so many great ideas, and they can't get a dime to do the things that they really want to do. Like, don't you know? And here's the thing. Here's what's really fascinating about the fact that this is a seeming so-called unfixable problem that nobody's choosing to fix. If I was able to go into each of those hoods, if I went into West Baltimore or West Atlanta, I think that's on my mind because that's where I was today. If I went into West Atlanta and found the community leaders in that area, the top 10 leaders who really are about the shit, like, let's say I start with, even the celebrity types. I bring in a Killer Mike or a T.I. or something, and I gave them $1 billion in resources and said, the requirement is that you have to document where every penny goes, and you must use this $1 billion to rebuild West Atlanta. Do you think that West Atlanta would improve? Yes, it would improve. Do you think that they would know what to do with the money? Yes. They would have better schools. They would have nicer houses. A lot of the people there would have a better life. So at the end of the day, what's going on is they're playing you. They got you played like this voting thing. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to tell people. I'm not going to vote and shame anybody for voting. In fact, I would say, voting's better. If people say is voting better than not voting, I say, well, I guess it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't care. Honestly, I just don't give a shit. Like, that's like you asking me, like Alicia will ask me, should I wear the red dress or the blue dress? And honestly, sometimes, guys, y'all know how it is, fellas. Sometimes you don't care. Sometimes you're like, what, you're beautiful no matter what you wear. But that's not the right answer, right? I try to get the right answer. So I'll say the red one. And I'll say it like I really care. But really, she's gorgeous no matter what. She could be wearing anything. Right? and I would be okay with that. So ultimately, I just need people that are going out here pushing black people to keep voting. I need you to do one thing for me. I'm not telling you that you're wrong. I'm not telling you that you're bad. I'm not telling you that I'm going to shame you. Some of y'all in here are going to vote, and you vote religiously, and I love you. I really love you for doing what you think is going to help the community. What I need you to be able to do is to compile a list of specific benefits that black people, especially in areas like West Atlanta, are getting on mass scale that show the benefits of voting. I need you to show me that. I need to show, like, for example, when Rudy Giuliani wanted to clean up New York City, he cleaned it up by hook or crook, right? It was a messy job. A lot of people were pissed off at the end of the day, but you could go to Times Square now and be safe. Whereas in the 70s and 80s, you could not go to Times Square and be safe. That was a complete community transformation. So what I would like to see is a complete community transformation in a place like West Atlanta, where the people there can live good and be safe and feel good about what they're seeing all around them. Where the stores that look kind of torn down, that they're getting a few $1 million, where somebody's coming in and fixing those stores up. Where the apartment buildings that with busted windows and whatever, that somebody's doing something with that. Where the grass ain't cut, somebody's cutting the grass. Like, there's things that can be done to make these communities better. And the point is that people just don't do it. People don't do it. So please hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the share button. Please hit the subscribe button. I will say that Janelle Monae is interesting. I don't know Janelle. I met her once. I met her on the Breakfast Club, actually. I was about to go on, and I think she was having a bad day because she wasn't very nice that day. I'm not gonna lie about that. She wasn't very nice to me. She was kind of like annoyed, or whatever. But it's okay. I didn't mind. She was a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a guy who runs his mouth. But I think that in this particular case, I think that she was pretty much on point. She was on point in one specific idea that yeah, it is kind of shameful and embarrassing that we're going crazy over a chicken sandwich. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy chicken sandwiches. I eat chicken sandwiches too. Nothing wrong with chicken sandwiches. But, the fact that you're excited about this brand shows that you're not fully aware of the tremendous brand value that black people bring to the table. Black people give credibility to a brand. Black people can create trends. When that guy was doing that dance, that Coon Plantation dance over Patty's Pies, Walmart made a killing. Walmart went on the radio, and one of the representatives said we got to order 2 million pounds of sweet potatoes to buy enough pies because the people are so excited about trying to buy these pies. And I think that what has to evolve and occur, which isn't going to occur with everybody, which is why I invite 80% of all people who come to this platform to leave, is that the top 20% of you, those of you who understand what I'm saying, you got to start looking at who owns the business and who's actually making the money when y'all get all excited about something. A lot of the things that you think belong to you, the things you internalize as being yours, are not actually yours. And a lot of the people that you love the most are people who don't love you back. And so what I would just say is I would probably have been less offended by the Popeyes chicken um, extravaganza or whatever it was, the whole chaos that happened around Popeyes chicken, if Popeyes was a black owned company. I mean, I'm talking about black owned all the way to the core, not just, a few franchisees. I know that there are Popeyes franchisees out there, but, I just kind of feel like there are so many black owned restaurants out there that you can support. And a big part of the reason that you don't have any money is because you keep transporting your money out to other communities. Popeyes is in Canada. They're not really caring about your hood. They'll put a Popeyes in West Atlanta to suck money out of the neighborhood, but they won't come to West Atlanta when somebody gets shot. They won't come to West Atlanta when houses are being, are burned down and you got abandoned buildings and all that. Their thing is we want to make money from black people, but we don't want nothing to do with them, right? So you have to kind of look at those people and say, look, you need to love me when the light is on and when it's light and when it's dark. Like, don't just love me when I'm doing something for you. I need you to love me enough to do something for me. Okay. So, hey, Alicia, hold on, her food is here. Your food is here. So anyway, I didn't think. Sorry guys. We just in a hotel, so she ordered her food, so I got to call. Yeah. But anyway, oh, that's okay, man. Yeah, they came to that door there. Okay. All right. So last but not least, don't forget All Black National Convention is next month. So if you'd like to come out to Houston, we're going to talk about all of these things in a very honest way. So if you want to get a pass, go to allblacknationalconvention.com. That's allblacknationalconvention.com. And don't forget, if you want to learn to buy your first share of stock, go to blackmoney100.com. That's blackmoney100.com. So I'm about to get on out of here, and you guys have a good day. And I'm going to see if the Popeyes chicken has arrived because y'all know we can get put some chicken. All right. Anyway, I'm kidding. We did not order Popeyes chicken, but whatever. See you guys later. Take care. Love you guys. Peace.